And then we'll answer questions. Naturally.
Okay.
The unfortunate incident which occurred today at the school administration building demands clarification of facts, both as to the particulars of the situation, what the board and administration did do and will do, and as to the general and pressing problem so clearly raised. First of all, we believe it is important to explain fully the steps taken by the school district when it became apparent that plans were underfoot for a major demonstration outside the school administration building. Orders were issued to all school principals to make every effort short of force to keep pupils in their schools. Those leaving the schools were urged not to by their principals and by their teachers. They were told that any unexcused work missed would have to be made up and a zero would be received for the day. It is important to note that a great many, if not the clear majority, of the estimated 1,500 students who gathered at 21st and the Parkway had not gone to school at all during the day. There was not a great rush of students out of schools to join the demonstration. Second, in an effort to meet the concerns of the demonstrators, a representative delegation of some 30 students were meeting with the superintendent and other school officials at the time uniformed police appeared on the scene. That meeting, which was terminated when the violence broke out, had been a serious discussion, and we believe real headway was being made. We also feel very strongly that the conversation begun around that table must be continued and expanded, and look for immediate opportunities to do so. There's no doubt in our minds that the students not only have a right to be heard, but that some of their concerns are quite legitimate. However, we are convinced that the constructive conversation and understanding required as a prerequisite to needed changes cannot take place in an atmosphere of chaos. Therefore, we feel obliged to take the following steps to establish conditions which permit remedial measures to be taken. First of all, if necessary, we will seek an injunction to prevent further unscheduled entry of the schools by outsiders. The legal regulations concerning school schedules will be maintained and enforced. We must return the schools to a viable atmosphere for continuing the instructional program of students, continuing it and taking real steps to improve the relevancy of the school experience, particularly for Negro students. Let us stress that in the display of concern witnessed today on the part of high school youth, we saw real evidence of a desire to improve the quality and relevance of education. We feel that students do have the intellect and power to help speed such improvements, but they must direct their energies to the real issues of improving schools, which is a big step beyond mere protestation, if their energies are not to be wasted. In the meantime, we urge all adults as well as students to join us in eliminating the aura of crisis and establishing a climate for cooperation and constructive action. We must all direct our energies towards the real goal, which is quality education for all the students in our system.
Then you are faulting the police for their action today and putting down the disturbance outside the building?
Well, I wouldn't put it that way. The way that I would put it is this.
Do you feel